Hello, everybody. Salut tout le monde. My name is Jimmy Smith from West London Wine School, South London Wine School, and Streatham Winehouse. And welcome to your key grape variety Chardonnay edition, the beginner's version. So this is a basic look at the grape variety Chardonnay. There is an advanced version of this on the channel as well if you wish more detail of the grape variety. So this is a basic introduction to the variety, which is the most produced white grape variety in the world for wine. And also one of the most misunderstood because it is produced in a volume of different styles. So please don't declare that you don't like this variety. It would be wiser to say you just haven't found your style of Chardonnay yet. And we'll take you through why that is in a second. So a few things about us. So my name's Jimmy Smith. As I mentioned, that's my Twitter and social media handle at Wine with Jimmy. If you have any comments or questions, please get in touch. Also, I own the award-winning West London Wine School in Fulham, in London. So that's the handle there. South London Wine School as well as a wine bar called Streatham Winehouse in the south of London. All the website domain addresses are there to look at our tastings, courses, fine wine tastings, beer courses, sake courses, and our wine list with our wine bar as well. Let's get on to Chardonnay. So Chardonnay as a variety is an old variety, which we have documentation back to the 17th century, but it's definitely been grown a lot longer than that, and from around the areas of Burgundy, Chablis, and Champagne within France. Of course, this variety has then been taken all over the world by travelers because it is a very well-known grape variety. So yes, famous in Chablis, which is a town in the north of Burgundy near Champagne. Burgundy itself, which is sort of central eastern France, and then Champagne in the kind of central north of France, about 90 kilometers east of Paris. These are all kind of cold to moderate climates where Chardonnay thrives in these conditions. But Chardonnay is an adaptable grape variety. It can be grown in the coldest of climates, like England for wine, all the way up to hot, so central, southeastern Australia, Argentina, Chile, South Africa, and every type of climate in between. That means there is a diversity of Chardonnay being produced, from light to full, to acidic to soft, to oaky and not oaky, from fizzy to still. It's a big, diverse style. So it's about finding what you want out of wine, and then you can select your type of Chardonnay. It is not the world's most aromatic wine. So if you grow Chardonnay, you press the grapes, you make the wine, you ferment it, and bottle it, and then open it and smell it, it will not be explosive. They are delicate wines. It is what we do as human beings to the wine during its production, its fermentation, its maturation, which can then impact and add character to Chardonnay. So therefore, we don't class it as an aromatic. It's a semi-aromatic, meaning quite a light and delicate style. It is those winemaking techniques such as oak, lees, and other types as well, which will give them more complexities of Chardonnay. It is people that have tried Chardonnay, which has been over-oaked, so too much oak maturation, making them really buttery and toasty and really overpowering, that may have turned people off Chardonnay, certainly from Chardonnays from Australia around the early 2000s. But of course, Chardonnay doesn't have to always be made like that style. Chardonnay's key locations, of course, are France, in Burgundy, Champagne, but also the south of France, so around the south of the Languedoc, around Carcassonne and Narbonne, you'll find a bit of Chardonnay. California leads the charge, and the US leads the charge in the New World, certainly because of the fame of Napa from the 1970s. So there's a fair bit here, and often quite complex and quite rich in style. Australia is a multitude of styles as well. There's a bit less produced here, often blended with Semillon. So you may see brand names like Hardy's and Jacob's Creek, that make these Semillon Chardonnays, which are quite simple in style. But Chardonnay here in Australia can be made as rich, complex, buttery, oaky style wines as well. Chile makes some, certainly around the Central Valley in Casablanca, and South Africa in the southern part of South Africa around the Cape, the southern Cape coast, so around Walker Bay and the Hemel and Arden Valley. But big diversities of style across these countries. Chardonnay, as a variety, as mentioned, will be grown in lots of places with lots of climates. And you'll see here lots of flavors. So the fruitiness you get from Chardonnay tends to be apple, like in the middle here, or lemon in cold climates like England, like Chablis, like Champagne, like Burgundy. As it gets warmer to hot, they go to peachy, apricot, melon, pineapple with the warmth of the climate. Because oak is used, of course, you'll get things like woody notes, oaky notes, cedar, vanilla, but also things like toast and butter will come through as well. Acidity levels of Chardonnay are normally quite high, but in the hottest places tend to be a bit softer. But definitely in France, they're very fresh styles like Chablis, for instance. Okay, so that is the beginner's version to Chardonnay, the introduction to Chardonnay, a bit on the grape variety, where it is grown, and then what it tastes like. If you want further information about this wonderful, well-known grape, please look at our advanced version, which is nearly 20 minutes long. It goes into a lot more detail about the variety. So I hope you've enjoyed your session on the Chardonnay grape. Please give it a go. Go and try a Chablis. Go and try an Australian Chardonnay, a South African one. There's loads to pick from. And let me know what you think. They're all of our social media again. So at Wine with Jimmy, that's my personal one. Then the 2 wine schools and the wine bar. Please get in touch. Please come and see us when you're in London. And it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. My name is Jimmy Smith, and see you again soon.